Today we're going to make a chart in Excel. The first thing we need to do is gather the data that we need. So I want you to open Internet Explorer and go to the website dmarie.com backspace timecap backspace. It's written out on the sheet that you have. Once you get there, you're going to put your birth date. This is mine. Yes, I know I'm old. In the box here, and then you're going to hit quick page. This is going to tell you all the big events that happened when you were born. But the part that we're interested in is going to be the prices right here. It tells you what things cost in 1965 or in 1995 when you were probably born, somewhere around there. Okay, once you've done that, then you're going to minimize that window. Okay, now to make a chart in Excel, you have to open Excel. So we're going to open Excel, and then Excel, these little things right here are called cells, and they're named sort of like Battleship. This is like C3, this one would be F10, it's named like that. And so I want you to click in the cell A2, and I want you to type price changes in my lifetime. Okay, once you've done that, I want you to highlight this cell all the way to, I said A4 on your sheet, I meant D2. Go all the way across 4 cells and then do merge and center. And look, it merges all those cells together and it centers that headline. Okay, now I want you to type in, click in the A4 cell, and we're going to type product. Then hit the tab key to go to the next one, and I want you to type the year of your birth. So I'm going to do 1965. Whoops. Where'd it go? I didn't have my numbers lock on. Here's product. Then 1965. Then I want you to type 2008. Remember, I'm just hitting the tab key to go from one to the next. And then I'm going to type percent change, because we're going to figure out how much they changed from one year to the next. Okay, then we're going to click in the A5 cell, and I want you to type the different products. We're going to type bread. We're going to say that's per loaf. Then you hit the return key to go down, and we're going to do milk, and that's per gallon, and gas, oh I'm sorry, eggs, and that's per dozen, and then gas, and that's per gallon. Then house, we're going to see what the average house is, and income, and I've skipped one somewhere. What did I miss? Bread, eggs. Okay, maybe not. Okay, now we're going to click in B5, and we're gonna grab this little box right here and drag it all the way down to here. And you're going to go over here to the number box, and you're going to say all these are going to be prices, so I want that to be formatted for prices. And then using the web page that you already opened, I want you to find those prices and fill them in. And so I know that bread in 1965 was 21 cents a loaf, that milk was $1.05, and see how it's putting a dollar symbol there? Eggs were $1 a dozen, gas was 31 cents a gallon, a house was $21,500. Here's the one I missed. Let me go back. This was supposed to be stamp. and stamps were 5 cents a piece. And then income, the average income in the United States was $7,704 a year. Okay, then we're going to put the prices for 2008, and everybody's going to put these same prices in here because I looked them up and found them different sources. So bread right now is $1.37 a loaf. Milk is about $3.76. Eggs are about $1.93. This is national averages. Gas national average last month was 406. House is $313,600. Stamps are 42 cents. And national income is about $46,326. Okay, now look what we forgot. I forgot to change these into prices too because they are. So I'm just going to click this cell. I'm going to get that little box and drag it down. Whoops, never mind. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have to do each one because I forgot to do it at the beginning. So just go up here and tell them all that they're supposed to be dollars. Okay, now I need to do the percent of change. Now, the great thing about Excel is it's very powerful. It will do formulas. You just have to tell it what. So, to find the percent of change, you have to put the difference in the original price and the new price and divide that by the original price and then multiply it by 100 and you'll get the percent. So, y'all just, that's like a higher level class, I guess. So, y'all can just type the formula I'm going to give you, and I'll show you how it works. You have to push equals. That way it knows that you're about to give it a formula. I want you to hit the parentheses button twice. Then we're going to say we need to take the difference between the new price and the original price. So the new price is in C5. So we're going to say C5 minus B5. And it's going to take the numbers that are in those two cells and subtract them from each other, put parentheses around it so that it remembers to do that. Then we want to divide that by the original price. So we're going to push the divide button, which is right by your shift key, and the original price is in B5. Whoops. Yes, I want to do that. Now I want that to be a percent, and I also want it to be throughout this whole row. So I'm going to come up here and change this to percent. And see, look, it changes that to percent. Now I'm going to grab that and pull it down, and it will apply it to every one of these. Shows me how much they've gone up. They've gone up a lot. Okay, now the last thing we want to do is make it pretty. I want to put some boxes around it and all that stuff. So I'm going to click this box, and I want to frame it. I'm going to come right up here, put a thick border around it. Then I'm going to drag and get all of these, and I want it to have a thick border around it, but then I also want in between to be done. Let's see. I'm not sure that's really what I want it to look like. There we go. I don't want it to have all these lines. Let's see what happens when we do that. There we go. Now it just sort of separated that. The last thing that I need to do is make sure that everything is lined up in these boxes nicely because I want it to look nice. I need these to be bold. I want to come over here and say I want these cells, whoops, I want to go to format. I want the width to be as big as the words. Okay, I need to do the same thing for these. That's why I did that, because I didn't have it for all of them. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say I want you to auto fit. See? So now it'll be as big as those are. Now I'm going to come in and I want them all to be centered. I need to make this auto fit also. There we go. And so now everything's centered. Everything is spaced right. I'm going to put a box around that one just because it's a title. There we go. Good to go.